Hi, so this is little Aiden, who was born in Joseph Fraser Ninewells Hospital on the 9th of January 2024. And we're very grateful for the experience and the quality of care that was provided. I started seeing Professor Hemantha Sinanayake on the, I think around month 5 of my pregnancy, and already during my pregnancy his services were really good. Quite impressed with his thorough approach to everything that he does really, and also the time he takes for his patients. And then I think that quality of care only got better during labor, so I gave natural birth to my son, which was how we had hoped and planned for. And although I had some complications after labor, the labor experience itself was really good, and I couldn't have wished for a better experience in terms of how the staff went about caring for me, how everyone was very willing to adhere to my birth plan, and also how I was able to welcome this boy into the world in a quite natural way. Unfortunately, afterwards I had a few complications, so I had to go to the operation theater to get a bit of my placenta removed and had a blood transfusion. But even that 2 days postpartum was really, I was looked after so well, and I was really grateful for how all the nurses managed to make sure that I got my rest, and they were always quiet around my bed. So I think the overall experience for us at Joseph Fraser was really good, and not to mention how beautiful the rooms are and how serene the whole environment of the hospital is. That's a little fart. How beautiful the hospital is, in the garden and your whole setup. Really appreciate everything you did for us. Do you have anything to add?
I think the one thing that stands out for me, I mean, obviously you touched on the staff and how informative the doctor was to us at every single stage of the pregnancy and birth. But the one thing that really stands out for me about the hospital is when you arrive here, you tend to forget that you're in the middle of Colombo. So for us, the setting, I don't know, you touched on the word serene, but when you hardly hear any honking of the horns here, you don't hear any of the traffic. It's one of the rare places in Colombo, I think, where you wake up in the morning and you hear the birds sing. So from that point of view, the surroundings just adds to the whole experience. The cleanliness of the building, the gardens and stuff that you're surrounded with, I think that's just adds to the experience, and it's something that we'll never forget. And even, we were lucky to have our family from Europe over here, and even they were saying how beautiful the place was. So I think it's something that probably as locals we can tend to overlook and take for granted, but for us to have gone through such an emotional and intimate experience around giving birth in Sri Lanka, that's one thing that stands out for me, is just the surroundings and the location of the place. Just added to our overall beautiful and humbling experience. That's something that we'll never forget, really.
Yeah, I think so. And there's even a fun fact: the third name of our son is Seren, which is a reference to Serendip, an old Persian Arabic name for Sri Lanka. So I guess that in itself says how much we have enjoyed the whole experience here and having our son in this beautiful country that we at least for now call our home. So thank you very much for all the good care and the attention, and specific thank you also to a nurse who really helped me with the breastfeeding, which is Nurse Sister Paulina. She was amazing with helping me to establish breastfeeding, which is something that I think every mom could wish for when she just had her baby. So thank you to you especially, but thanks to everyone. And thank you very, very much as well to, of course, the professor, who was amazing during my labor and made sure that we welcomed this little one the way we hoped for.